let's look at how to use auto-tune. If you're a beginner, I'm gonna show you the tricks. I mean, what you have to put in your mind before you auto-tune any vocal. Without wasting much of your time, let's do this right after the intro. Yo, the name is Gosa once again, and still the solution career, providing solutions to your problems. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Turn on the notification bell, like the video, leave a comment and subscribe. Alright guys, we're in the FL Studio now. What I'm gonna do is to click on files. We're gonna use this ad lib in our project. Okay, so I'm gonna set the tempo 120 BPM. That's simple, like that. Next, we're gonna route this to the mixer track. So let's route this to mixer track 1 like this, then go to the mixer track. Alright, so let's make the mixer track a little bit small. Alright, so now I'm gonna color it so that it will be nice. Now listen to the vocals alone without any effect. Now, the very first thing you need to put in your mind when you wanna auto-tune your vocals is to know the right key. I mean, if you don't get the right key, then you might not auto-tune your vocals well. So the first thing that you have to put in your mind is to know the right key. And you can do that by using your normal ears to listen to the vocals whilst you are playing around the keys on the auto-tune from minor to major keys, and the one that will sound great in your ears, you can actually pick it. You can also invest into plugins that can help you detect the right key. There are various websites that you can actually drag and drop your instrument or vocals, and that's gonna tell you the right key for your vocals or audio. All right, if you're on a budget, you can actually use some free website that you can just drag and drop your instrument or vocals, and that's gonna tell you the right key. I mean, you can also watch my previous videos to know how to detect unknown key for instrument or beats using virtual DJ. All right, that's super simple. So the first thing you need to do is to know the right key. Now we've routed our vocals to the insert channel 1. I'm going to change the view of the waveforms. Alright, so I'm going to use the auto key tool from Antares to detect the right key, waiting for you to play the instrument or the vocals, and this will tell you the right key. So let's play the vocals. And you can actually see that this has detected the right key for us. Alright, now you can actually toggle from C minor to E flat major. When you detect, then you have to open your auto-tune. I'm going to use auto-tune 8.1. Alright, let me detach this. Now that we found the key to be C minor, let's head over to the auto-tune 8.1, then set up our key. I'm gonna undetach it again. Alright, so guys, this is auto-tune 8.1. Before you can actually use auto-tune well, as I said, know your key. So that was C minor. Let's detach this, and I'm going to teach you how to use auto-tune very well. Now, anytime you pick auto-tune, you need to pay attention to the important knobs. You don't have to touch every knob here. Alright, so I'm going to tell you what you need to pay attention to. I mean, the important knobs and why you have to touch those knobs. The very first knob on the list is the routine speed. When it comes to the routine speed, is how much you want to pitch your vocals. I mean, how you want to feel that T-pain effect. Alright, so the more you push the routine speed up, the more you're gonna feel the T-pain effect, and the more you push the routine speed all the way down like this, the less auto-tune you're gonna sound, or the less T-pain effects you're gonna sound. Alright, the next knob that you have to put in your mind is humanize. So we only add the humanized knob to add realism to sustain notes at high routine speed. Alright, so when we auto tune or push the routine speed, sometimes you sound like robotic, so we add realism to sustain notes, I mean those long notes, for you to sound a little bit human beings, not robots. Next thing that you have to put in your mind is this input type. Alright, you can actually play around them, but if it's a female, you can go for the soprano straight up, or if it's male, just play around the alto tenor and the low male. Some auto tune gives you a button to click on and that would detect it for you. I mean Auto Tune Artist and Auto Tune Pro, Auto Tune EVS Plus, they will give you a knob that you can actually click on. Once you play your vocals, it will tell you what to choose. Alright, so after setting your keys and playing around the routine speed, adding humanize, these two knobs, I mean the natural vibrator and the correction star, are additional knobs that you can actually play around to give more vibes to your vocals. Alright, so you can actually add natural vibrator. The more you push it all the way to this side, the more natural vibrator you are adding, and the less you're gonna add natural vibrator if you push it to this side. Alright, so now guys, after playing with these two knobs, if you are missing rap vocals, you can actually drag this all the way down and you're gonna sound more T-Pain effect. Alright, for me, I'm gonna reset everything like the previous. Alright, the pitch amount, the amplitude amount, the format amount. If you're a beginner, you can actually play around when you set your key well. Alright, and try and break the rules. I mean, when it comes to music production, you learn the rules and break the rules. That's pretty simple. Alright, so these knobs will help you to add a little bit taste to your vocals. Alright, so now guys, let's listen to these settings on our vocals. I'm gonna undetach it again. Listen to that on our vocals. Alright, so I'm gonna reduce the routine speed and you can hear the difference. Now you hear the difference. We are not feeling the auto tune much when we push it to this side. Alright, but when we push it all the way up, then we feel the auto tune very well. Now let's change the key to any wrong key and you can actually hear the difference. Now you can actually hear that this is trash. I mean, this is not the right key. So if you are not able to get the right key, you will sound different. Alright, then let me drag the humanized knob all the way down. Pay attention, use good headset and monitors to hear the long sustained notes. I want you to pay attention to the oh, that side that she stresses the vocals. You can hear that this is full auto tune, but when we add the humanize a little bit, it helps us to add realism to those long sustained notes. Now listen. Now if you wanna sound a little bit natural, I mean if the artist is good, you wanna sound natural, not too much auto-tune, what you can actually do is to reduce the routine speed to 20% like this and the humanized knob to 20%, and you're gonna feel the natural vibe or the natural feelings from your artist. That's great. All right, you can also go for 30 if you want to feel more natural. When it comes to reggae and gospels, you should always give less auto-tune. That's pretty simple, guys. So I'm going to push the routine speed all the way up like that. Then let's add reverb to this particular ad lib. So what I'm going to do is to create a channel. Then let's give it a color. Then I'm going to rename it, call it reverb. All right, so we're going to call this one reverb. Then we're going to create another one, delay, and call this one delay. Let's change the color, hit accept like that. All right, how do you send this channel, I mean our vocals to this ad channels here? All you need to do is to select your channel, I mean the vocal that you want to link, and just click here. All right, over here I'm gonna insert reverb. All right, and I'm gonna use the isotope ozone 5 reverb, and what I'm gonna choose is the large theater. All right, we're gonna control the amount like this. Add less reverb. Listen. Now you hear there are a lot of reverb, so we're going to control it. That's pretty simple, guys. When you are able to get the auto-tune, then you can head on to mix the vocals. I mean EQ it, compress it, then do a lot of stuffs on that vocals. Now that you know how to use auto-tune, then watch the next video that will pop up on the screen to know how to EQ your vocals like the pros. If this video helps you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Let me know where you are watching me on. Until then, see you in the next video. Stay blessed.